Well, greetings everyone, boys and girls. This is James here speaking, and no swimming here today. And as upon of about this is the last day of November, as I have to gotta be to tell you about. Anyway, so as it's gotta be to tell you about something is very special. It's about Thanksgiving season. This is the last day of November, and as you have the rights of about to enjoy your families, your friendly, your couples, as always have to enjoy your turkeys, the chickens, and believe it as a pie, says all the stuff. And this is gonna be had last day of November. And it's going to be provided to be the next month is December. It's about the Christmas. It's the Christmas holidays as of December. Last month of the 2018, the provide to be about the Japan Expo 2019. Meeting them folks are the greatly cosplayer, and I just got to be the recommended to be. And here's what we had. My life as being to full time composed to be my works to has an independently the career as I always have to gonna do this stuff, and I just get started into it. So as I have to gotta be a full time appearance with my small in-house studio. It's still currently my primary iPad as a storage to be. Is still the purpose to pictures, and I have to put away as a Instagram, Facebook as a storage to be. Just have factors and sections, have the social media topic, and including the Twitter and the Tumblr and even the Instagram, the other topic. Also, it had to be commonly for a section of laboratories factors. There's definitely to believe it is between there. It had different kind of section and sections of factor of my iPad's primary works to has a couple months, a couple weekends to be as app matters to be the days period as a workout. Has apparently established to be as a productions all the time, and as over to be so the overtime to be had I just had to provide to work this for processing James Taylor my art style as my James Taylor art style. I had to send me look like this, and I actually draw it as a pencil attracted to watercolor, as a paint tools, as a art department as painting tools, and also have the equipment right here. It's simply has a single radish, as I have a single what we had painted as a watercolor, and we had as a still it works to be as keep it there dried, and no pictures behind the scene as it is showing what we had magnificent this some case along with it here with some of these the bunch of the compiles here has a mixture paint launchers or watercolors, and always the acrylic colors as for stuff, and so what it's just going to be say it actually has equipment. There's and that has a pencil line skit, has a pencil lines of 5D tips, the types of one of those sketches, and it also has still going oil pastel. Has cleaned out the rumbly nose upon it. Yeah, there we go. And anyways, this was the oil pastels, where the old one here is an inside box. It has is a completely mess on their box of the badge. I was not saying it's a box. It's a say badge. As old was there has a oil pastels patent as a massively cleavers of the bundle of the bolter to be make these ones. It has equipment also to believe what we had that's a color pencil, as a oil pencil and a color pencil. Right thing has got a further to do is a lot of it has pasted on there as a bunch of as convocations to be the oil pencils and pencil lines to make sure and revealed that says for it's got to be an equipment to says ruler and a specialized technique as a tissue as an extract on the oil pastel, extracted the oil pastel while to do is have a hands messy, have it cleaning there is completely up, and it has just still got black chalks and color chalks. As a color, what we had to show it, we have to see. As I've seen, as it looks like, black chalks and color chalks, and it did it to put that everything is here has our style, and to have this got to be the effect under the fingertips by for some of these complications for the oil pastel along with there says oil pastels isn't managed to be that to completely have to take a mass, and that won't be have some worked it. Man, I've felt that sick. I felt that sickness today, and I gotta clean out that nose there. That's what I have to do. And also have to, and I have to still go into this ink as a marker, which also have empty. As a nothing has an empty, not the empty. As was an empty, it says nothing else to be is the icing is just empty, and this was has not just empty. That's the ink. This one has colors, colorful here as a color packs, and I actually maybe I had still going work 3D paper craft models as a works processed here as a black lines here. Try to think about making example let's drop it out there. Exemplar is what it looked like this. As let's call it rock cannon poster laser gun. As I from seeing the OVA Black Rock shooter and the TV series, when I watched them about a couple takes around 1,000 times and 1,000 times I view it, and I have favorites about that, and I likely the favorites there. But I was saying Black Rock shooter, one of these coolish weapons that I see. And in fact, it's still not yet to be finished. And let me show you. Let me show you about that. I gotta find it. Maybe I gotta find it. Oh, there it is. It's my anime art stuff. And what we have right here and from both of my hands, I don't think is not yet to be finished. In fact, it is still going to my pictures of primary iPad's hard drive as storage speeds as just different factors have to move on track. And maybe it's my own art is a forthcoming about the looks like this. A man is standing in there, has a front of my head, so the computer programs where I have to sleep in bed from anime reality. Just like that. That's what they call it, like with the frame make you. That's just what I've made. What else created this? This was actually as a larger site, and I just got to be has refill about 200 piece of paper. I just get it better. That's what 200 piece of paper. I had to get it harder as a work to do with small amount of a piece of paper. Double A as a double stuff. There's a piece of paper. Those are true. I just had cut out piece of paper. This was cut out some sort of part that textured as a rock cannon, poster, laser gun, and so that as I refill it, fill it with this drawing to piece of paper as an infinity gauntlet. I actually maybe I have having some. Clean this. Clean this half. I just have to never to cut out there as my sickness I have is still there. Have to clean it there. How's the filming? I create this look like. This is called a Thanos Infinity Gauntlet, and I just tape it and extract it to glue on its part. And the finger at this point is not gonna write. Not even good has a not even right to the version 2. It looks as bit okay. And the version 1 just does not tape it in. And in fact it's a pretty cool looking there. My family, my sister has an interesting about Infinity Gauntlet from seeing the movie that I watched before. And I just gotta do as fast as possible to independently arts and animation stuff, and my James sister arts and animation, and I just gotta have her field as art design and detail, and I gotta have the detail as sticking true over the piece of paper, and I have to sign to a bunch of properties and stuff, this piece of paper, and that's gotta decorate to be with as a James sister artist arts and animation, as my animation studios are behind with Blue Newless Entertainment. So we have to I had my sisters. She wanted me about studying, so we're at this learned that I was worked into this 2D and 3D animation stuff and sound digital tools as I have the professional writer, but and I just studying, so I worked to novels, writing stories, and I just have to been to the social media topics announced to on recently said it before, and I just got to do so hard and so possible to do so full time, sir. Have a straight, has the energy, and it feels breathe it, as long as I have the cans to be a hobby project, and in fact, I guess usually it is still going to stop motion animation stuff, and I've managed to be to resume it, and sometimes have possible to do sort of time periods, and as I do a lot, and all a lot there that work to manage career as a long affairs of stuff, and it's actually has to still it's have the gift from picture look to see it before. By far, some art projects have straight. It's usually required to have a straight power energy, power sorted to be to increase or go up to the 10% and 25% for art detail color design, and it's still going. This is what we have as artist's disappointment as a concept tested with a detailed design. My project was the anime Recalibre, has based on two Japanese TV series and shows and a fiction universe. There has a fiction universe. As comes to be, I had live action, and it comes to from the anime universe stuff. To all those things that have to get it possible. There's like always have still sheet, and I had to be the possible to gonna fast that I could, so that fast rate is tough, and I have a smarter thing stuff. And actually, I like this benefits here. As long to be as art disappointment is as stylish that I good to do as designed for the anime style. As likely as adorables have make them. As I'm gonna do is have make them adorable looks like cuteless things is anime style, as based on to be WMD CG visual effect character models in anime style, and give it about this turn out to be the longest of the period. It had as a longer that I could as it be. There's a shell. It had as a much times to be that it had perfectly for not be getting waste, as a perfect technique to be its equipment to the color pencil and the oil pencil, as long as this is encased. That's what we're going to do. As a long appearance with 31 days experience. At Manus, this takes exercise. It takes school and takes to exercise swimming, and I just got to do is work the process to artist department does that, and are still going all over to true that advocates anime art design from the cosplay to the photograph. As it managed to be the primary iPad and not gonna have the picture show it. So I'm guessing that might actually have handle consolates us for as a Nintendo DSi has a turned to be 10 years old. And I actually the photos to be have to make the stop motion frames that's keyframed. And it turns out once is there I had the hands goes through the fast. They have to never just show it has a with to show it the hands appeared upon it before even making this the indie video makers. It had to hands move away to about hands about if this appeared to this stop motion animation process has a frame, and my primary the laptop's computer's keyframe is worked it to be has a production time to make the plot episode as a production design and bunch of the sprinting and documentaries says documented stuff. So what about about my life as to be there was still probably heavily worked that this month just to make them possible as longest term as the longest has never since shown to behind the scene on their social media topics. And that's so just pretty much have this too much talk to say, and I would like to say happy Thanksgiving for everybody. Have a enjoy eating the turkey and the chicken. Have a lovely pie salad and a great healthy fruit salad. Eating a salad fruity healthy by your own. So, and I feel novices to be as my life got affected by rhinovirus. I have to got to recover about a few days in a week as of next week. And after that, tomorrow is about the last month of December 2018 has arrived to next year. So now I just actually hopefully it's going to be to lose weight. There has got to exercise to dancing to Michael Jackson, and it's at home as no one has ever here to have to keep it slowly bit has to keeping it try. Along with after a few minutes and a few hours have to appearing, have to get an exercise there, as it got gain to lose weight to help out the enthusiasm, has got to be a great dancer myself, and I just came Michael Jackson dancer, and I get to resume it to exercise, swimming, video vlogs, update videos and stuff. And I had now going to be work to moderate and started my personal video makers that are gonna make comedies, VR checked, big game drift videos, food review, anime, games, movie review stuff, parody video style stuff, and special effect videos and the other videos. And yep, that's it for all. And this is the last day of November. And what you like to say is thank you for stopping by for the views and enjoy the videos. Make sure to follow me there as of what you think about the truth about the November, as it provides to be next month, and December is the Christmas, and I go to figure out what the head finds out. And that's it for now. Happy Thanksgiving and have a great season. I'll see you next month to December as Christmas coming. Elf and Santa Claus are comes as snowing, as field, as cold wave, as weather, as a bestest greeting season. And thanks to all this of you. That's so pretty much all to say. Happy Thanksgiving for everybody. As always, I'll see you next update, and I'll see you later.